Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to I Am the Monad Tarot, and this will be a reading for February 2026, general reading for Scorpio. Scorpio, I certainly hope and pray that all is well, and I certainly hope that you are staying warm out there during this time and safe. I'd like to say thank you to those who have subscribed and shared my videos, commented. We got to over 500 subs in less than a month. And Aries, pulled that in. But I know that you contributed as well, Scorpio, and much appreciated. All right, so let's get you some shuffles in, Scorpio, and get your reading going. 2 more butterfly shuffles for Scorpio for February 2026. Scorpio, I'll be doing your reading from the Phantom Wise Tarot. Scorpio. Once again, February 2026. Here we give you a nice three-way split, Scorpio. Excuse me. Give you one good shuffle, Scorpio. I'll give you another one since that card fell out, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, let's get into it here. Okay. I feel like, Scorpio, you might be dealing right now with some unhappy memories. Okay. Things from your past, possibly your childhood. Okay. I'm hearing sorrow, things that bring you sorrow. Okay. Scoop my things back here, like woes I'm hearing. Okay. I am hearing things built on lies. I'm hearing something about fraudulent. Okay. Things that were not done in your favor. Okay. I'm hearing pain. Maybe you went through some, painful, these memories probably painful. Maybe you experienced some isolation. Okay. I feel like you were in a constant, you might have been the type, Scorpio, based off of this childhood. I'm here, childhood revelation, but based off of this, that you might have been the type in your childhood to kind of, kind of go off in your own world. Okay. Sometimes people who, when they're in those kind of bad situations at children ages, create a whole nother world for themselves. Okay. I'm hearing a whole nother timeline and a whole nother reality. Okay. But I also feel like you may have been constantly waiting. I'm here in isolation, waiting, either for something to come in, waiting for something to change. I'm here waiting for the mood to change. So the mood of your household might have been like negative and dark, waiting for something fair, some kind of balance, some kind of justice, okay, or judgment here to be called in. I feel like to your favor, but I feel like it never was. Okay, I feel like no one ever came in to give you the love that you desired, that you needed, and that you deserved. Okay, especially as a child. Okay, I'm here. Nobody picked you up. Okay, like loved on you. I'm hearing, I think, a cross between two words. Squalled you, but I'm sure that's not the word. Okay. Let me look up something real quick. Because I'm thinking spoiled, to spoil you, but I don't mean like, I mean like with love, hugging on you and just giving you that, feeling of, interesting. Okay, I looked up squall. Okay, we know squall, like as far as the wind is concerned, the wind is a localized storm, etc. But then as a verb, of a baby or small child cried noisily and continuously. Okay, I'm just focusing on as a baby or small child, since we're talking about your childhood at this point. But I just feel like, like they isolated you. Okay, like put you away, cast you away. Okay, like made you feel like nobody like loved you or cared for you. Okay, again, isolated you, hurt you. Okay. I mean, just didn't treat you special, didn't fill up your cup, okay? Didn't give you the safety and the security, didn't make you feel safe or secure, sound. I feel like just didn't show any care, or didn't show like make you feel like you belonged. I'm hearing in the atmosphere, like nobody cared for you, like nobody wanted you, like nobody would befriend you. And I don't mean like, people used to say back in the day, oh, these parents, they just want to be these children's friend. I mean like in a true definition, of friend, a parent should be your friend, not your homegirl, your homeboy, somebody you hang out with and party with and all of that type of thing. But I'm saying that to say I don't feel that you got that, like the true definition of what a friend is, okay? I just feel like you dealt with a lot of heartbreak. It like, let's see. Yeah, cruelty here, evil intentions, okay, perversity, barbarity, breach of faith. Okay, somebody breached, okay, the faith that you had in them as the parent. I'm hearing, or like maybe like an older sibling, even caretaker, okay, whatever the case may have been. This is how your home was for you. Very heartbreak. Okay. Just no abundance, goddamn, of love at all. You might have even been a type like, you might have even experienced not being given things. And what I mean by that is like some parents can be cruel. Okay, people can be cruel. Like if there were other children there, and okay, we got snacks. Okay, for everybody, like where everybody might have got like two helpings of snacks, they might have only given you one. Okay, or they may have purposely not given you any. No, you just got to sit over there and wait your turn. You know that. And by the time your turn came, all the shit was gone. Okay, and I'm hearing like, and that's what you deserve. I feel like you might have dealt with that, have been talked to like that. Okay, just nothing fair. Okay, didn't treat you with any kind of fairness. Okay. You might have been told even that you ain't gonna never be nothing. Okay, you ain't gonna never be nobody. You ain't gonna never be nothing. You ain't gonna never have nothing. And we ain't gonna give you nothing. Okay, so if you come from a background, maybe well, you don't have to have a background of money necessarily, but if there was anything to be given, okay, I don't know, some kind of inheritance or something like that, I feel like you may have been told you ain't gonna get nothing. Okay. I don't know what that is. I feel like if there was money in this household, it might have been gambled away. Okay. A lot of gambling. But I'm hearing a lot of lying. I'm even hearing like promises were made. A lot of promises were made. And this may not just be just to you. Okay. But a lot of promises were made. Okay. But never, I mean, something about never taking into account what? How others would feel about it. Okay. I feel like you were never taken into account. Okay. Like you just gonna deal with, what it is. You might have done things, You might have done a lot of things to try to show, to try to get approval, okay, to be accepted in the fold, okay. But I feel like from what I'm seeing so far, what you went through here, it looks like you may have felt like it was just you. But it seems like it wasn't just a you thing, like the whole environment was toxic. Okay. Everybody experienced a level of toxicity in the home. Okay. And this is what yours was. Okay. Being cast aside. Okay. Being made to feel isolated, being made to feel like you weren't worthy. And I feel like you might have done a lot of things here, like I said, to show that you were worthy, of I mean, of possibilities, but also of being accepted. Okay. That you were somebody here, that you were worthy once again. And I feel like you may have, if things were said like that to you, like you ain't gonna never be nobody, you ain't gonna never amount to nothing. You may have, I feel like you grew up with that. It wasn't just in your childhood that you did things to try to show, okay? I mean, your reward, or show that you were worthy. Look what I can do. Look what I can be, however that went. I'm powerful. I don't know. It's just like, just to try to show worthiness, okay, to this home here, to the people in this home, to this community. And I feel like it went into your adult age as well, but maybe like your young adult age. Okay, like your teenage years, preteen, teenage, like you didn't stop at the age of 5 and 8 and 10 and say, okay, fuck it, they don't, let me just do it like this. No, I feel like you continue to do that. Okay, it's like I'm here like to show off yourself. Okay, into your teen years, maybe your young adult years, even. All right. Like you tried to fill up your own cup as well. But not only did you try to fill up your own cup, that wasn't being filled up here with love. I feel like you tried to fill up the emptiness, okay, the cups that needed to be filled in the home. You may have taken on, you may have become guilt ridden, okay, and you may have even taken on a lot of the issues in the home energetically, so as though they were yours. You might have done it not just energetically so. Confirmation. Okay. But it's like it didn't matter. Okay. I mean, like, these people just simply did not care. They didn't care who you was, what you was about, what you was saying, what you was talking about. But it wasn't just you. Okay. I feel like there was no care and love for one another. Okay. Just a lot of pain. I mean, the frequency of pain. Okay. In this dynamic here. I feel like anything that you may have tried to do, like any seeds that you may have tried to plant, it's just like either it was undone on purpose, or it just came undone because there was no support system here, okay, to encourage it, okay, so that it would grow. While I'm hearing like, don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear your cries or something like that. Okay. And just like that word said, barbarity. That's what I was just hearing. Like barbarism, barbaric. If you were shut down, like oh, I just said it. Don't nobody want to hear your cries. Don't nobody want to hear that. Okay. Don't nobody want to hear it. So you may not have been allowed to speak, or you might have just shut down. Okay, and didn't really speak much. But I feel like as you got older, like what I'm seeing here, like what I was saying, this thing of trying to, show I'm worthy here, okay, in those teen years, young adult years, okay, I feel like a change most certainly came, okay, and what I feel like what you did was, if you were shut down again, you can't speak, don't nobody care what you think or feel, and no confirmation, you changed that, okay, and I feel like you used put words here to power, okay, or power to words, okay, you use your words, you started to speak, but I feel like as you continue to grow beyond those teenage years, okay, the softness I feel like that you tried to project, okay, it was like it was diminished, like no one cared, okay, like we don't want to hear that again. Okay. And so I feel like you began as you got older, becoming more into your womanhood. Okay, you started. I mean, started to project. Okay, but not like we talk about how people project their issues on people. No, you started to speak. Okay, and I'm here. I'm gonna use my words to power. And I feel this is it's still though, like, even though you did that, there was still a faction or group or community or this home, people in the home still trying to tear you down. Okay, we don't want to hear your words, we don't want to hear you speak. I keep hearing isolation, words of isolation. So like you spend a lot of time by yourself in isolation. So you may have tried, when you did start to speak, you may have started speaking things that came to you during your times of isolation. Okay. And those energies that wanted to tear you down, I feel like wanted to tear you down and wanted to tear those words down. So, I mean, it could be a couple things. It could be simply because they was just toxic and mean, okay, and didn't want to hear. We still gonna fuck with Scorpio, okay, following you around, tearing you down, all that type of thing. But also, I feel like this was done. Um, Hold on, let me get my thoughts together. Shit, I just lost what I was gonna say. Oh, also, so they would not have to hear, okay, the role that they played here, okay, and the bad experience that you had here in this home, okay. I mean, you was fighting a lot of motherfuckers by yourself. I just heard, and I still am. Okay, these people here, they still come after me. They still taunt me. They won't let me go free. This is what I'm hearing. Hold on, please. All right, Scorpio, let's keep going. I don't know where I stopped. I had to get me a bite to eat. All right, let's keep going here. All right. Um, yeah, they didn't it's like you was fighting a whole lot of shit by yourself. A lot of people. When I say a lot of people, I mean this home environment. Okay. Um, I don't feel like that you got any kind of support to do anything but be on your own. I mean, they did not want you to do well. Okay. I'm honestly hearing that they didn't care how you did, but one way or the other, they were not going to help you. You on your own. Okay, you got to figure your own self out. I do feel like you got away from these people though. Okay, which might have been a shock to them. Okay, they didn't expect you to leave. I'm here to just get up and leave. Okay, but you did. But I don't. I hate to say this, but it just is what it is. I feel like they don't want you to come back either. Okay, this whatever this shit is about, isolate. I hear this a lot in my readings. Okay, but possibly because this is what motherfuckers have been trying to do to me and wanted to do to me. Okay, but it's like isolate. They want you to keep isolated, shut down, don't do well. I feel like for you, in order for you, something happened here. I mean, something of some great depth, okay? And I'm not necessarily picking up on what it is, but I feel like something happened that possibly was devastating. Okay. And I feel like you did leave to kind of escape the environment, though, the toxic environment, the pressures of the sadness here, constantly being again isolated. Don't care how you feel, what you think. Okay, the pain here and the pressure that was put on you. I feel this caused you to look for, uh, hell, of course, a nurturing. Okay, look to be nurtured. Okay, by someone somewhere. But it's just like I feel like that may have. It's like no movement. Okay, somebody here or these people here, they don't want you to move. They don't want you to, and I mean like not physically move, like to residence, but within. They don't want you to move. They don't want you to hear yourself. Okay, it's like they want you to go back. It's like shut up. That's what they want. They want you to shut up, and it may not even be anything you're saying in regards to any of them. Just period. Okay. They don't want you to have shit to say. They don't want you to have any kind of balance in your life. They don't want you to have any kind of fortune in your life. They don't want nobody to work with you. Okay. All these here we got what got I got so they don't want you to see. They don't want you to have hope. Okay. And I feel like you are it puts you in this state of constantly looking, just like here with this Three of Wands. It's just the same. Like here, this was the second card that came up. Child, looking, wanting, waiting for something coming. Still looking, wanting, waiting for, but looking for hope. Looking for hope. Okay, from a child's perspective to an adult's perspective here. But it's all these kings in reverse here. Okay, just wanting you to be powerless, and I feel like not wanting you to have any kind of let's see, I'm not sure these kings at this point represent people or just energy here. Just tolerant or tolerated. Okay, that's the energy that they want you to be in, or that they wanted you to be in, and it's kind of kept you in that space of just being tolerated. Okay, anything else for Scorpio here? What does Scorpio need to know, or based off of any of this, what can Scorpio do? I'm hearing like head, like get out your head. Okay, get these enemies. I'm hearing these negative energies out of your head, out of your space. If you spend a lot of time, I feel like ruminating, on all of this. Okay, that's it. You can ruminate on it. This is their energy. You can ruminate on it. You can talk about it. You can talk about your dreams, your fantasies, and all of this type of thing. But you can't take no action to get it. Okay? as far as we're concerned, that's the energy here. Yeah. These people want you to have shit. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like if you stay in this energy, okay, and ruminate on this energy and focus in on it, it's like the burden will always be there. Whatever they want for you, however they treated you in your childhood, what they want for you, that's what is going to persist. I am here. You can't escape. All right. Let me get you a card here from the Gaia Oracle deck. Yeah, you can escape here. You can get free. You can release these burdens. Okay. The Scorpio from the Gaia Oracle deck. Scorpio. Okay. Moonlight. Travel, romance, but it also says potential. Okay, you can't escape. It's card 36. Your life path number might be 9. Romance is in the air. You will soon travel to somewhere special. A romantic evening leads you to discover a source of untapped and virtually unlimited potential. A simple yet inspirational idea comes to you, and will have you look at life from a new perspective. Through this, you will create something new, something that will be of lasting value. Relax, unwind, and enjoy this time. The reflective light of the moon fills your heart with love and reveals a deep well of untapped creative possibility. Affirmation: I invite romance into my life. I look at things from a new perspective. My life is full of unlimited potential. Creative possibilities are all around me. Life is an endless source of inspiration. I certainly hope that resonated with some Scorpio. I ask that you all like, share, and subscribe. To those who have subscribed to my channel, thank you. If you have not, but you watch my videos, please hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, thumbs up, comment, come over, see what's happening here at I Am the Monad Tarot Scorpio. Thank you. You all have favor. Peace.